I want to make a film because there are few stories that I want to tell from my culture, my belief, my upbringing, how I think, how some of the world think. Because majority of the people only think about what happens in this life. People don't really think about what happens after life. So this is an interesting subject for me to talk about. So that's why I chose to write this story. I have aspiration to make a film based on the life of the Buddha, which I have actually written many times. That I might have to even think more in the commercial term, because when I say commercial, I'm talking about being able to understand by the mass. Right now, when I talk about my film, I'm not really thinking about mass people. I'm thinking, okay, maybe some of my own friends may watch this, so which is fine. Maybe some film buff, film fanatics, they might watch, so that's fine. But I would like the life of the Buddha to be watched by a lot of people, as many as possible. But that means I need how the mass think, isn't it? Because nowadays mass is very powerful. They get bored easily within 3 minutes.
난 디키 깡발라메.
Long time ago.
Yeah, Days of Being What. I think it is so beautiful. To me, it is like, that's why when I was telling you this is Hong Kong, to me, it reminds this, just the color, the pace, closeness, crampedness, that's a complex actually. But how do you tell to today's young Hong Kong people who are more interested in fast pace, entertainment, like thrilling, different kinds of thrilling, So it's a bit like that. I think Buddhism, as you said, it's in one way it's very complex, but on the other hand, it's also very simple, but both are difficult to tell to the... Anyway, talking to somebody is always difficult, right? Because whoever is doing the listening, they have their own way of interpreting the story. So it's always so difficult. So I guess good storytellers, good artists, then they really master how to tell what they want to tell, but how to also tell, thinking about somebody, the listeners, or whoever painting, then somebody who's accustomed to watching at something. Actually, it's not a nice thing to say, but I had a really good time because I can't travel. So I had a lot of time to sit and do meditation, retreat, strict, no, I don't see anyone, it's so good. I think we human beings, we really need to be aware of how you conceive information. And I'm not talking about television, I'm not talking about social media, just everything. How we conceive the information. I think information is really driving us nuts. And now the information is so fast. So I think we human beings really need to learn either not trust anything or really conceive all information. Right now, I think it's like cats read cats' newspaper, and they say their point of view, and dogs read their dog's newspaper, and they say their point of view, and then get so polarized. And maybe this is one thing we can do. There are other things we can do, but I think information, if you can't ignore, then read all, not just one. That's my point of view. Right now you read one and then you only believe that. And then also there's an algorithm who knows what you like. So they send you this. So what I do is I read all. So I have all sorts of contradictory information. And then at the end, you choose to believe none of that, or you choose yourself. Yeah. Otherwise, basically what I'm saying is we are getting more brainwashed, faster, more passion. And this is probably making us really stressed, sleepless. Everything has a vested interest. Nobody is giving you free of charge. They may not ask you for money, but it doesn't matter. Medias, they all are getting out something from you. Right? So this is where I think people have to be careful.
Don't ask too many questions.